So what is TKO? TKO is about close to 10 years of MMA history, 35 events, 450 fights that defined the Canadian and Quebec mixed martial arts scene. TKO is the platform that allowed many local athletes to become household names from coast to coast throughout the country, as we think of Georges St-Pierre, David Loiseau, Jonathan Goulet, Mark Hominick, Sam Stout, and of course, current UFC stars Patrick Cote and Steve Bosse. TKO also allowed a few young up-and-coming prospects from the international scene to make their debut here in Canada, and these young men would go on to become world champions, as we think of Rich Franklin, Sean Shirk, Uriah Faber, and Hatsu Hiyoki. TKO returns officially today and aims to regrow a Canadian and Quebec mixed martial arts scene that has been quasi-dormant since it departed a few years ago. 2 weeks ago, when the preliminary announcement of the TKO return was made online, it generated an incredible social media buzz from coast to coast, and as you've seen in the last couple of weeks, the signing of elite athletes from around the globe has already begun, and believe me, as you'll hear in the next few minutes, this is only the tip of the iceberg.
So today we announce officially the return of TKO. It's a great day for mixed martial art in Canada. It's a great day to be a Canadian fighter. It's a great day to be a Canadian MMA fan. Ever since the departure of TKO back in 2008, there has been a big gap for athletes, for fans, and we decided to come back with TKO at this moment in time because now the time is right. We have a ton of incredible up-and-coming athletes. We signed a lot of them in the past 2 weeks, and we'll go through that a little bit later. But the main priority for us was not only bringing back TKO. We wanted to bring back TKO and its athletes at a moment in time where they could have a platform to become the next GSP, the next David Loiseau, the next Patrick Cote, the next Jonathan Goulet. It was very important for us not only to bring back TKO, but bring it back with a bang and with something that will mean the world to the fighters and to the fans. So we want to announce today the greatest news in TKO history. I mean, we've had a lot of good things happening in TKO over those 10 years, but I think today is the biggest day for TKO, the biggest day for the fans, the biggest day for the fighters. We're announcing a partnership with Ufc Fight Pass, which will mean that all TKO events will now be broadcast live worldwide on the digital media streaming platform of UFC Fight Pass. This means the world to us. This means the world to our fighters. And obviously, it will mean the world to all our fans, because we have a lot of fans in Canada, but we also have a lot of fans all around the world, and they'll be very interested in seeing the next crop of great Canadian talent. So the first season of this season will start on November 4th, and it will be followed by 5 other events. The second event will take place on January 13th, followed by another event on April 7th, June 16th, September 8th, and the first season will end on November 24th. And again, all those events will take place at La Torue. Over the past few weeks, we signed a lot of great athletes. We signed guys like Chris Orodecki, Jesse Ronson, a UFC veteran that trains with the former Team Tompkins team with Hominick, Stout, and all these guys. Xavier Alaoui, probably the best prospect in Canada right now, 7-0, one of the best 135 in the world already. Hugo Beauchemin, a great fighter, a legend in the karate circles in Quebec. Maggie Berchel from France, one of the best women, not under contract right now in the major organizations. We signed Davis dos Santos, a Brazilian that just made Montreal his home. We also signed Adam Dixa, easily the best heavyweight in Canada right now. Derek Gauthier, obviously. The Jourdain brothers and the Laramie brothers, those 4 kids, Charles Jourdain, Louis Jourdain, TJ Laramie, and Tony Laramie, those 4 names, you have to remember those kids. They're going to go places. These are future world champions. Then we also signed Yann Pellerin, who's making his comeback, Guy Poulain, Robert Serres, and Jonathan Vallée, arguably one of the best middleweight in the country.